Happy Wednesday. We've got Lucy Greer in the kitchen today. Lucy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You making?
We're making a sheet pan dinner today with sausage and roasted vegetables. So a lot of people love doing these sheet pan dinners, and they're so fun and easy. And of course, we like to talk about meal prep too.
Sure.
And this would be great to make at the beginning of the week and take for lunch all week. And it's kind of something nice because you can do whichever veggies you have or whichever ones you need to use up in the fridge.
Right.
So first we are going to get our seasoning blend mixed up and get our potatoes in the oven. So I have 3/4 pound of just those little golden potatoes, and I just chop those up. And now we're going to mix up our spices. So I have 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder and a teaspoon of dried oregano, and I'm using you can use whatever brand, but the McCormick's steak seasoning.
Yeah.
You know, the coarse steak seasoning. I love that. It has so much great flavor. And a little bit of garlic powder and some salt and pepper. So we're just going to mix this up, and we want to get these potatoes in the oven just because they're going to take longer, of course, to cook than everything else.
Sure.
So it'd be a great, of course I have everything already cut up today, but this would be a great time to pop those in the oven, and then just kind of keep slicing everything else. So I'm just going to do about a teaspoon of oil right there, and then about a teaspoon here of our spices.
Oh, and it smells so good.
I know, it does. I just love this blend, and we have it on at 400.
Okay.
So we are just going to mix these up and let these go for 10 minutes while we work on everything else.
Perfect. Well, we're going to put these in the oven. When we come back, we will continue this. I want to ask you real quick, though, what other veggies you're using for the sheet pan?
So I'm going to use broccoli and all the colored bell peppers, red and yellow and orange, a little bit of red onion, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and broccoli. And broccoli.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the colors today. So if you need something colorful and easy in your life, I love a sheet pan because you don't have to wash as many dishes, and you can just throw whatever. And you're using a sausage today.
Yes, I'm using kielbasa today, but you can use Kaneka or any smoked sausage that you want to. I just don't use kielbasa very much, and it has such great flavor, and I thought it'd be really good with the veggies.
Sure. Well, we will continue this with Joe and Lucy next on Studio 10.
We are back with Lucy from Greer's. We're continuing to work on a quick, easy, healthy, nutritious sheet pan dinner.
Yes, we already got started on our first step. We went ahead and got 10 minutes on our roasted potatoes. So this was 3/4 pound of just little baby Dutch potatoes, and we also mixed up our spice rub. So that was a little bit of Montreal steak seasoning, some garlic powder, some oregano, some salt and pepper, and just a little bit of chili powder. So we just wanted to get a little bit ahead of the game on those potatoes so they cook through with everything else. So I just added 14 ounces of kielbasa, and you could use, of course, whatever sausage you wanted, and then whatever vegetables you want. So I have red onion, red bell pepper, orange bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and broccoli.
Yeah, you could potentially even use different proteins in there as well as you wanted, in addition to just sausage.
Absolutely. Chicken would be great, shrimp would be great, really any protein. Cutting up like a pork tenderloin into little chunks would be really good. Or this would be great just not doing any protein and just doing your side dishes like this. Usually at our house, roasting vegetables is just so easy for me. Because you don't have to think about it. So typically I roast vegetables most of the time, just as a side dish anyway. So this would be really pretty, like if you were having company over and you were going to be grilling or something like that, you could just put these in the oven. So I'm just doing 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're going to add the rest of our spice blend.
Yeah, you don't have to be boasting when you're roasting.
You're
That's what I always say.
Boasting about this roasting when it comes out, and everybody's going to be so happy.
Yeah, your guests will be I don't know. Maybe I should just take a time off. from talking. All right. Hey, so we're putting this all together. One of the great things about this is it's quick and easy. It's all on one dish. So in addition, if you do have guests over or things like that, the cleanup process is not like everyone's got to stand around and wash you the dishes.
No.
You can get right back to it.
Yeah, that's so true. So this is just, you know, something really fun and different way to cook supper. And this would be good involving the kids too. You know, it's so pretty. It's almost every color of the rainbow besides blue. You know, so the kids really, they're funny. It's like they love color, you know, but sometimes they can get scared of color when it comes to food. Like the other night, my pickier eater is Nick, and I was getting all this ready, and when the vegetables were raw, you know, he wanted a piece of the red bell pepper. So I gave it to him and he ate it up, and then he came back later after it was cooked, and I was like, oh, you know, I cooked it now.
Yeah.
So now do you have some of it? He's like, no. So kids are funny, but I feel like when they do see, you know, how it all comes together, they're more inclined to want to try things. So
absolutely, great point there. Great recipe, quick, easy for the family or for a party or for just a healthy treat. Lots of different options with this dish.
Yes.
Lucy's going to finish it up next, right?
Yes, I'm going to pop this back in the oven. We're cooking at 400 degrees, and it's going to take about 40 minutes to get all the way cooked through, but we'll take a peek at it when we come back, even though it won't be all the way done.
All right, sounds good. Stick around for that right here on Studio 10. We are wrapping things up for today with Lucy Greer, a fantastic sheet pan, one pan dinner. Tell us about it, Lucy.
This is our sausage and roasted vegetable sheet pan dinner, and you're exactly right. We only use one pan, and you can even put foil down, so you really don't have to clean anything. And this is a great way to clean out your fridge or do something at the end of the week with the vegetables, you know, that you didn't get around to cooking. And it's just really versatile. You could use whatever vegetables you like. Today we used red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. We used red onion, some broccoli, and also we used kielbasa sausage, but you could use whichever ones you liked. And we even threw in some little potatoes in there.
And the potatoes too is an option for you if you're trying to go low to no carb. You don't have to include those, but I like a potato.
I know, and the potatoes really do kind of round it out, and because they're not that many, and that's the great thing about this. You're getting, you know, tons of really healthy vegetables, and there's not that many potatoes, but it makes you feel like, you know, like you're getting the full rounded dinner. And we just made our spice blend with some garlic powder, salt and pepper, some oregano, and used that Montreal steak seasoning, so it has a lot of flavor, a little bit of chili powder, and we just used olive oil today. So the whole process takes, you know, about less than an hour. So this is a good one when you're like getting home, you gotta, you know, do homework with the kids, or, you know, you have some tasks around the house to do and you want supper to just kind of get going. You don't have to tend to it. So
that's right. Great option for you. You can find the recipe online. We'll have that posted or on Greer's website as well. Lucy, we also wanted to talk a little bit about Greer's. Congratulations to you and your team all across the Gulf Coast, nominated for several Nappy Awards.
Yeah, thank you. We are nominated for 7 Nappies this year, which is so great. We've won Best Local Grocery Store, I think, for the past 6 or 7 years, and so we are really thankful to be up for all these Nappies. So if anyone is going out there and voting for some of your other favorite, you know, vendors and businesses and people, we'd love any votes. So thank you.
What are some of the other? I know you may not know all of them. What are some of the other categories?
Some of them are best wine options, best beer, best specialty grocery store, like I said, local grocery store and grocery chain, curbside pickup, and maybe a couple more. So we're certainly honored.
Yeah, very cool. So if you are taking part in the Nappy Award voting process, remember to keep your good friends at Greer's in mind, and keep this recipe in mind for your next dinner night, especially if you need something that you can set in the oven. Forget it, take some time, go do something else, and come back and have a well-balanced, delicious meal. Lucy, thank you so much.